Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a great Thursday and a great week. Well, I've been looking at this one since the first part of July and I thought we all needed to cool off from this hot summer. So I'm going to start this today and the color is 3851, I believe. Let me just make sure. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 3831. And we're going to start working on these raspberries. They look like cherries to me, but we're going to go with it. And this color is kind of a raspberry color, if you will. So let's get started. How is everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well. And you're surviving the summer. Yeah. Well, I am thrilled sick that it is Thursday, I'm telling you. Yesterday was a bit busy. So I'm just glad to have the day off, and maybe I'll spend it stitching on this. Because I really think it's pretty. I really do. I like the colors, and it has lots of snow and ice, and I got out my little bunny who's kind of a, I don't know, you see the holly, so he's kind of a Christmas thingy, and I haven't used him very much, so why not, right? Oh my goodness. I stitched on that cat that I told you. It's a black cat with flowers. Kind of a profile of a cat. Didn't do too much yesterday. I just wanted to get through work, and it was a little bit busy. I mean, I guess steady-ish, if you will. Let me pull you this way just a bit so we're in frame. So yeah. So hopefully I can concentrate on stitching over the next 4 days a little bit with my friend coming, and they probably won't be here until Friday evening. So yeah, we'll have plenty of time to stitch. Yesterday it was kind of cloudy all day. I thought it was going to rain. Didn't rain. If it did, I missed it. And just a tad bit of wind, so not too bad of a day at all. Has anybody else got any plans for this weekend? Hope everybody can kind of get away and just, you know, forget the world exists for a while and just do what you want to do, you know? Because it is what it is. We'll see how fast this goes. It's a little confettied. I wouldn't say horribly confettied. The raspberries, I use that term loosely because they don't look like raspberries. You know, probably have the same colors within them. So just grab yourself a needle and a thread and do one color at a time or one raspberry at a time. We'll just have to see. I did watch, or start watching, actually, a new little, we'll call it a mini series, for lack of what you would call it. And it was called, oh, I think it's called The Rise of the Titans. It's about Hollywood and how it all began, that kind of thing. I thought that would be interesting, and it was only like 6 or 8 parts, maybe. I don't know. I just started watching it and went from there. So I'll do that and a little bit of Sashiko in between trying to get the house together for company, which won't take too much of my time. You know, the normal stuff, sweeping, mopping. That kind of thing. So I don't expect it to occupy too much of my time. So we'll see how that all goes. Maybe I can just get it all done and then do something else, you know, like stitch. I wanted to work some on the hairpins, but man, every time I pick it up it's hot. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. I can't say that. Fruition. Holy cow, words. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't have any reason to go out or get anything from anywhere, so that won't be a problem. Well, that color went all the way up there. That went better than I thought it would. Of course, I left in my wake a few bits and pieces there, but we'll get them. What is everybody else working on? Are you working on something that, whoops, summer or not even close to being a different season? And I think I'm going to use the cat for Saturday that I told you about. Might have a few stops and starts here, but we'll see. And I'm glad this isn't too big. And it's a partial, so that'll help. It does have back stitching in it. I don't know, does it have... It has a couple colors, oops, in half cross stitch. So we'll fight that battle when we get there. I think it's mainly around the outsides, but I could be wrong. Or down in that snow ice. There's some right here because of what I'm talking about. And I did talk to my daughter, and she has to go out on Friday, but that's fine, to go get my grandson's birthday stuff. And, yeah. So we may go Saturday to that, what do you call it? The festival thing that's here in town, if we can get time. And it'll depend on how hot it is. I don't think it's supposed to rain at all over the next few days. We're supposed to have some winds that they were worried about, but short of that, I didn't see any rain in the forecast. Of course, that could always change. It always does, right? Just as soon as you got it all figured out. Put that needle up there where I know where it's at. And we'll try again. That was a really good space there. Let's try here. it went on for a while, so I don't have to keep stopping and starting. Now, if anybody has anything they'd like to share, you can send it to my email, and it's in the description box below. Now we'll get it into the next stitch with me as soon as I possibly can. And it doesn't have to be just cross stitch. Can be whatever craft, I was going to say, that you like to do. I like to see it all, and so does everybody else, because this bunch is just easily enabled, I'm telling you. Me, I fall right off the edge and right down the rabbit hole, just as quick as quick. I keep seeing on YouTube a lot of people doing knitting, and that only kind of sparks my interest. And I've been seeing a lot of, I think it's called Boreal. It's patchwork type stuff that you add embellishments to. I'm taking that from what I've seen. So, yeah. And there's I kind of like to learn, new stitches as far as embroidery goes, because I have a very limited sense of embroidery. I mean, when I was doing embroidery, I only used about 4, maybe 5 different stitches, because it was pretty simplistic, if you will, back then. So I don't have a wide knowledge of a lot of embroidery stitches. So it's always fun to learn something new. That's how I fell down the rabbit hole with Sashiko. And I keep watching videos on that, and sometimes they'll show you how the pattern's laid out, so you can just follow along. So that's made that easy, and I'm finding a use for all my spare embroidery thread. So, and it works for me. And it sometimes takes 2 or 3 days, maybe even a little bit longer, to do a pattern, just because I'm going slow and learning as I go. So, and it's nice, and then you have a nice little, I'll call it a sample of that particular pattern, if you will, when you're done. And I kind of like that idea. It's not too hard on the brain. And I picked the ones that I can understand, if you will, because some of them is a little bit complicated, and I don't know which way to stitch it or which way to start. So it's nice to have things to follow. Sure is a pretty color once it gets stitched there. At least it's a bright color this time. It seems like all I keep picking is light colors. So, oh, and I moved some stuff around, and guess what I found? I found my Rainbow Dragon. I think that's what I called it. I haven't stitched on that in a whole long time. So, might even put a few stitches into that one. So we'll just see what strikes my fancy to stitch on this week. Or weekend, I should call it. Thought I was going the wrong way for a minute. Oh, goodness. I don't even know if my grandkids want to go to this thing. My grandson, like I said, used to go to the Gem and Mineral Show every year. He liked to go and see that. My daughter likes to go too. So, we will have to see if they're even interested. You know how that is? Because I got one that's a teenager now, and the other one is 10. And she has her own way of doing things, you know? We'll see if we can interest them or not. And they're putting it on all in one place this year, so before you kind of had to walk around here and there and see other things, but this year it's all in one place, so we'll see how that all turns out. And see how the parking situation is. Be interesting to see what other colors they put with this. I'll just have to wait and see. I know, I hate that. Because I really can't tell by the picture. Sometimes the picture's brighter or darker or a different shade of pink, so we'll just have to see. So I'll show that to you on Tuesday if I've gotten any more progress on it. I don't think we could. Seriously, I keep getting hung up here. Not like that's anything new. It happens all the time. Gotta unwind it. Nope. Okay. When in doubt, cut it. If it's not going to come up, you know it's not going to come unraveled. Alright, guys. Let me just do that and turn it around. That was kind of all around a circle, wasn't it? Isn't that a pretty color, though? It's turned out more kind of a duller look. You know, it's not a bright, vivid raspberry color. Does that make sense? Not shiny, shiny. Alright, guys. Well, thank you for joining me today. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.